Hey everybody, and welcome to TFT.
Tarot for today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Burnt Out Banshee.
Oh, poor Banshee.
No, I've been kind of straggling here, trying to get my stuff together for the show. I'm Glow Up. Okay, hi, Glow Up. Angel Rivera.
Well, that's just our little Nightbot that just tells you how to use PayPal if you want to, but PayPal has good days, PayPal has bad days.
Hey, good to see everybody here. I think I've got the list right. There aren't too many so far. So I hope everybody is doing well. It's been such a difficult time with all of this stuff.
It's Kate.
In the news. It's Kate.
It was Kate all along.
He can't stop talking about that WandaVision stuff. But I like that too. I actually like that. All right. Hi, Kate. All right, good to see you. Man, it's been a tough week though. So some of that's going to be reflected with my card picks for the day. A little heavy, but I couldn't find one of the decks I was looking for too, which is a bummer. So I kind of punted using one of the decks from last week. At any rate, as everybody remembers, Violet Lotus is the winner of our TFT doll, which we should always have our other one on set, the one we're keeping. No. It's in the bag, but I think I'll leave it today.
Well,
I don't even know if this light is working for very long.
looks like here. Buddy Blue gets their wish.
Hey, guess what, buddy? Guess who's just popped in the room? Fresh from
Sonny.
his food ball, it's Sunman. It's Sunny. All right.
And that means that Kara's probably going to show up.
That could be true. All right. So anyway, but one thing I do have, I have a couple different oracle decks here. I had recently gotten the Empath's Oracle. I know it's a little tough. It's a big box. Thank you, Mr. O. The Empath's Oracle by Raven Digitalis, who's done 2 books on the topic too. And just starting to use this. I find it very interesting, and I'm going to review it alongside with an older deck I had bought called the Empathic Oracle. And I think I'm going to pull a card from the collective from here today. You know, empathy is something I feel we should all practice. Not just practice, live. Some people are more empathic than others, and I mean, that's okay, but we all need to feel a little bit of what others go through.
Hi, Kara.
We were just talking about you a minute ago, Kara, because Sunny came in the room and we said Kara can't be far behind.
Oh, I like to laugh.
Oh, hey. Hey there.
JST, hey. What's up? Oh, did you lose your signal?
No. I just blocked somebody.
Oh,
I
sorry.
blocked Tarot Destroyer.
Oh.
Sorry.
In our chat room?
Yes, don't you see it there?
No, I don't. You must have blocked him.
I must have removed it.
You
View
must have blocked
deleted
him really
message.
good.
I'm not going to.
No.
I
don't
suppose
see
I
them.
have that option.
Oh dear.
It was about doing nasty things to us because we read tarot cards.
Oh, okay. Well, that's one you can definitely ban.
They might be back because sometimes they grab another identity right away.
Tarot Destroyer.
Let's be aware, Violet, and give them timeouts if we have to.
So TFT endorses Kaiju, and we have tonight Tarot Destroyer here to destroy. Sounds like a Godzilla movie. I mean, come on.
I'm going to have you pick one for the collective. It's just read one way, so. And speaking of empathy, You know, people definitely need more. All right.
They can be read either way?
Not to mention tolerance. Yes, that is, no, they're read one way.
Mountains.
The mountains. Oh my. There
Number
again.
17. Oh, there they are again. Thank you. So is this our evening? The world needs Kong.
All right, maybe I didn't follow through on the blocking. I'm not sure. I don't do it that often. All right, so 17 mountains. For every climb to the peak, there is the satisfaction of the descent back to the valley to share the gift that has been experienced on the mountaintop. Empaths tend to experience steeper precipices of energetic and emotional experiences, each one at times seemingly insurmountable. This, though, in itself creates more mountains to climb. Could it be possible that the gift is found in the challenge of the climb to understand what is unfolding? See this experience as a journey to a reward, that which adds to your energetic growth and achievements. Sometimes it is just about the journey. Sometimes the journey ends up being longer in order for you to arrive at your destination more fully equipped for your next adventure. Yeah, it's true. We think they're insurmountable, so maybe we don't want to climb them. But the problem is sometimes maybe we need to climb those mountains in order to grow, in order to understand what is happening. Avoidance never helps. We can't avoid some of the things in life, like what's been on the media all week, and rightfully so. We need to experience them and process the messages. And that's what I have for everybody.
Yeah, it's a really nice card.
Well, as you can see...
Oh, they look like they left already. Thank you, Violet. You're right on it.
Thank you, Violet. I just reported them too, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's what Kara said we should report them. Okay.
But keep an eye on it. Some people are very good at hacking, or whatever they do, they can keep coming back.
This is a show where all are welcome, where we follow many faiths here. We just believe in commonality of our human brotherhood, sisterhood. That is all. So today I brought several decks, and I'm thinking in line with Banshee with one of her choices, for I have brought something out of Mothballs, not really, but the Santa Muerte Tarot. It's very stark, and of course it talks a lot about the cultural aspects of countries and locations where Santa Muerte is revered.
Oh, they reported us, I think. I'm sorry.
Whatever. And then I have the Adrian Tarot. That's the King of Swords there.
Oh, I got problems here. Sorry.
Do you want me to try to get in there?
No. I'm,
Well, you're on some time loop or something.
No, I had a problem because, it just reported me. Whatever. All right, let's go. Let's roll with the show.
Yes, okay. And then you?
All right. I have today the Vertigo Tarot. It's a little dark, and there is the Hermit in that deck. It's based on DC Comics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I have from last week, the Guardian of the Night Tarot. We can all use a guardian in these difficult times. That was the Hermit, and lo and behold, there's the Hermit card in the Guardian of the Night Tarot.
Thanks, guys.
I have the Grunge Tarot, the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is here. And X was our card of the day today, was it not?
Yes, it
I believe
was.
it was. And finally, I have the Ghost Tarot by Chris Hunt. Lisa Hunt. I'm sorry. The Empress in that deck. All right. So has anybody else popped in that we are reading for? Or is that it? We got a short list tonight, right? Estelle, Angel Mary, Buddy B, Gina, Glow, Kate, and Angel Rivera. Okay, so Estelle is first. And Violet Lotus, of course, be at the bottom. Yeah, some people are very they're very easy to come back. So I did what I could. I may try more.
Okay.
It's not letting me do it anymore. So I've reported, I guess, enough. They won't let me report again. All right. Okay, I've done what I could on my end. It's up to YouTube now to straighten this out, I think, at some point. So we'll have to deal with this. Sorry, Violet, you're going to be a little busy there, and possibly Mr. O and me. We'll just keep timing out or turning them off.
It seems like we're trying to do that, but we're not totally able to do that.
I don't know how to do that, but let's see if I can figure it out. But I think the best thing to do is just start ignoring them and enjoying the show. But I mean, timing them out or stopping them when we can.
Well, now I think we're going to have to ask somebody to step up their game with us.
Oh, I forgot about Kara. Kara's on the list, of course.
Yes, thank you, Estelle. We have your question. Do you want me to use my deck? Is Dalet the future husband?
Okay. Ah, uh-oh. Okay, well, let's see what it says, Estelle.
He is very spoiled.
How do we want to do it?
Let's do a 3-carder and then take it from there.
Okay.
First card is 3 of Swords reversed. Then we have the 6 of Wands reversed. And then we have the 10 of Swords. That one's upright.
Ooh. Well, you know, if I read these cards in relation to your question, I would say there is nothing to be gained by marrying him. It just seems as though there's no victory, no win here. There's sorrow. There's a feeling of, you won't feel good about it. I think the 10 of Swords, it almost makes me feel like, Estelle, that you feel that your parents in a way are betraying you.
Well, it's his parents too.
Or his parents, or whoever it is, whichever set of parents that really wants this to happen. You feel, and I mean, maybe betrayal's a harsh word here. I mean, but that's what the 10 of Swords is about. I think that maybe you feel as if, they're not looking out for you at all, that this feels like a real stab in the back, that this might be foisted upon you. And so you're hoping for an out here, you're hoping to be able to leave, the situation behind.
It's what it looks like to me too, and the Six of Wands seems to indicate really that there's not going to be really happiness, as we say, and I think some of it will be rooted in the fact that it will just feel like maybe even Dalet won't even feel like they achieved what they wanted, like they were just basically responding to the whims of the parents, that kind of thing, and so they won't really understand why it probably wouldn't work out in the long run. I mean, I don't know if you would end up divorcing or not or something like that, but it just doesn't seem like you should.
Right. So that doesn't totally answer the question whether,
Right.
I mean, if I had to say, looking at these negative cards, I'd say it's likely no. But I'm not sure we're getting a definitive answer here. We might want to do a yes, no, and just see. And remember, things can change regardless of what the cards tell you today. But let's do the Lenormand on these three and see if we...
Right, maybe we'll get enough here.
Yeah, something here. All right.
Oh, you went first.
I did. Maybe it's not going to happen.
Maybe it's not going to happen. Because the ring was pulled first, followed by the coffin. And that would seem to indicate that if there is some sort of level of commitment or a plan to have a commitment or a marriage happen, it seems like it would be over. It seems like it won't happen. That these plans or this idea to pull together is not going to work.
It's sad because it looks as though, if you did marry, I think this is an indication that it would end up probably in divorce. But also, it just seems to me like maybe any kind of commitment towards this person is being cut off. It's not going to happen.
Right, so it could be other things. I mean, maybe behind the scenes there may be somebody else that shows up and that ends up being the person that Dalet is more interested in.
That could be.
So that would work out in your favor if you really, don't feel you want to marry them.
So I almost don't feel like we need it now. It's amazing this answer did. I mean, if there was the ring with something like the heart, I would have to say, well, it looks like this is headed towards marriage. But this is the ring with the coffin here, and so I have to say it looks like it's headed towards not happening,
I would say in a few weeks, a month's time, if you feel like anything has changed and you need to ask this again, feel free.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we have for you, Estelle. Good luck with that.
Thanks, Estelle.
Hey, Angel Mary, you are up. How's everything going here? I think okay now?
It seems better. You're welcome, Estelle. It seems like it died down.
Well, Mercury retrograde. I can blame it on that. Energy, it's final hurrah.
Who's coming their way in love? Got a deck?
Yes.
Yes, Ramen Deep.
Oh, Ramen Deep is here? Okay.
Just know. And how are you? Absolutely. So we're kind of back to normal this week after having our excursion the other week.
Kind of.
And that means that my emotional exchanges will be on tomorrow. It won't be live like we were last week. It'll just be my regular pre-recorded show, but get it for the information on all of the relationship issues in your life. That's tomorrow at 7 a.m.
We're doing fine, Ramen Deep. Today I got a different surprise shipment that I've been waiting for a while. It was actually 8 COVID tests. 4 in a pack. I got 2 packs of COVID tests because Well, we just want to be prepared. I mean, he works out in the public and, we have to shop and stuff. And so with it increasing again, although I have to say the numbers were down in our state again. They were going down this last week. So that's pretty hopeful. Hoping for the best there.
Yeah, we just had another explosion.
So we got that person again or another one?
No, this is somebody different.
What is the deal today? Oh, I've already blocked them? Or did you?
I removed them.
Okay, that says they are blocked.
Okay, well, Violet may have done that. I know. Sorry, Violet, there's no hazard pay. Hello, indeed.
All right, I'm sorry.
Retrograde?
So you cut them?
Yes, I did.
All right.
So who's coming their way in love?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Very annoying.
I don't know what card this is. I don't know what card this is. Is it an extra card? Because it probably is.
We're going to throw this out there with the audience. Does anyone know what card that is? I think it's a Four of Swords.
It would say, because they all have borders on them.
Oh, dear. Well, okay, let's just leave it here to the side for the moment.
It's not going to be part of the reading, so it might be an extra card in the deck. Because here I have...
an unreadable card.
Can you see that they have borders and things on
That
them?
one is Death reversed.
Okay, so it's Death reversed.
One day, that's right.
The Seven of Cups reversed.
The Seven of Cups reversed.
And the Fool reversed.
The Fool reversed.
Oh my goodness.
So I have no idea what that is then. That's so weird.
What's coming your way in love and when? I'm going to have to look in the book. Maybe there is an extra card, but maybe it's supposed to be a significator. Well, it seems like nothing really soon. It just seems as though there's stagnation right now. Like not a lot is happening. And I think the Seven of Cups is reversed here, which is interesting to me because I almost think that's acting like you have choices here. I'm wondering too if maybe there are some missteps or misadventures coming, Angel Mary. Like maybe you will date somebody once or twice, but nothing is going to come of it. The Death Reversed card is what's really sticking to me here. And I feel like, what's coming towards you might be some very, very short-term stuff that is just not going anywhere. And so, you are left wondering when you're going to be able to find the right one. So I have to say the cards are not really giving me anything specific date-wise, but I would say for at least the next month, it's going to be very hit and miss if anything at all happens.
Well, I almost wonder if the idea of that Seven of Cups that could be choices, but then maybe narrowing down to choices is just showing in a way because of the other cards that the choices really are not really great. One may be an individual who just is not able to progress at all. Maybe there's somebody who's just uninterested in progressing. It doesn't really sound like it would be somebody you'd be interested in. The Full reverse could be talking about somebody too who just isn't organized or something like that. These could be aspects that maybe interfere with somebody coming to you. Maybe there's the idea that you're not totally in your best mode right now. There's sort of some things that you're not addressing. Maybe that's death reversed. Some stagnation issues. You maybe are just not really giving yourself the initiative to be more forward. But it could be too that you don't really know what it is you need to do to be more attractive. Like it could be feeling like the choices are varied and not really relating to you, and you don't really want to make a bad choice.
Okay, I could see that. I don't know why, but I decided to pull the bottom card.
Uh-huh.
And it's the World.
Okay.
It's the World upright. And I feel here, Angel Mary, that, regardless of this outlook, it seems kind of dismal, I have to say, that, the world is saying here that there is success for you ultimately, and I know we sound like a broken record sometimes, because I feel like we've told you this message before, that not to abandon hope. Hang in there. It's out there for you. It's just not here yet. But I feel like with the World coming up here, that you are getting closer to finding somebody. It looks as though right now, though, it's still a little wonky.
It's a time really where change is hard. Change is hard for people to either change themselves to be more accessible, or also to the idea that that there may be hidden prices when we make bad choices. And so you just really want to try to make sure you're doing the right thing. So I go first?
Yeah, one more day, Angel, for Mercury retrograde. Well, actually, it goes direct tomorrow. So, this is its final hurrah. I hope. Of course, we got the shadow.
I've drawn the Scythe. Sith.
You did.
They have another identity.
Yeah. Or that's actually, it's about cheap sex.
No, it's a different identity. It's slightly different.
Not to me, it's not.
How do you block them when you're at their page? Please.
Yeah, the 3 dots at the top at their page. There should be some dots. You don't see them? No.
Never mind.
Do you see here? I have 3 dots, and that's where I did it.
I'm sorry.
But I apparently can't do it anymore, so. All right. Sorry for all the distractions today, people. Beginning to wonder if it's coming from somewhere where we've been more prominent lately. Instagram.
Oh, right. Blame it on Instagram.
Well, I don't know. I'll blame it on YouTube, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, guys. And apologies for all of that distraction. Angel Mary, I'm looking at the clouds and the scythe here. And I think right now you have to work to just, this is a very confusing time, with relationships, with nothing happening and not sure why. I think you just have to try to remain tough, try to remain firm, and try to remain positive, because it's easy to slip into negativity, when you just feel like nothing's happening. You get to the point of feeling nothing's ever going to happen, and that kind of energy can expand itself. So my advice would be to cut through any kind of negativity and disappointment you have about things not moving at the rate you'd like them to, because eventually it's out there. The world says it is out there.
Sometimes things can be cut away, but sometimes it's just also too really kind of clearing or dividing. So it could just be saying too, what are the energies or the resonances you want to have? Who do you want to be more relatable to? You need to cut them away from. You need to cut the people who aren't that away from that. Hi, Swati.
Hey, Swati. All right, that's what we have for you. I can't give you an exact when here. My feeling is that there's just too much.
Nothing looks very soon.
There's a lack of movement right now, or there's just these missteps, where, we go on dates and they're just not working, they're not working out. So I'm not going to say nothing's going to happen, but I am going to say that nothing really productive is going to happen. And I would check again after this month. I have a feeling this energy just feels like it's hanging here.
Right, and maybe it's just has to do with some of the astrologies,
I don't
know. Glow Up mentioned that Saturn retrograde is about to happen too. And I'm wondering, Glow Up, because Saturn is also in my sun's sign. And I always feel like I'm just croning forever, like croning's never going to end for me. But anyway, I think that some of those astrological influences can make us feel really like we're working against a tide and we're not getting anywhere. So good luck. You got to hang in there.
And that's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
I need a cough drop.
All right. Let's move on to it's Buddy B, I believe, right?
Yeah. I think they want a spirit guide message.
Well, gee, Violet, we're keeping you busy today. So sorry about that.
That is pretty early for you then, isn't it?
Libra.
Hi, Libra.
Welcome. We welcome anybody who's not a troll today.
Yes, Buddy Blue wants a spirit guide message.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to use my Adrian Tarot for that. It's true, Swati. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. It just feels like today has been kind of a draggy kind of day. Not draining so much, a little draining.
Well, it's really funny to me, anybody who is spamming us with their X-rated sites and stuff to come and check them out. I mean, we're the biggest people here on, on YouTube. Our audience is kind of small. So, I mean, really, find somebody bigger to pick on. Come on now. Kind of corny.
Even Sonny's bored.
Sonny's had enough, that's right. Yeah, it's crazy, Kate.
All right. So you have the Four of Coins reversed, Buddy Blue. You have the reverse Knight of Wands. And then you have the upright Eight of Wands. Here's upright. There it is. Yep.
And
I
it's
was
the
looking
eight?
for the 8. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is the 8.
Oh yeah, 4 and 4. Small little ones there. Look like pretzel sticks to me, Mr. O, with leaves on them.
Well, I like that 4 of Coins reversed as an opener because it sort of suggests that maybe now is a time where things will happen for you, that not only will you be able to be generous in giving to others, but maybe others will be generous in giving to you. Some of this maybe is arriving in a speedy manner. It may be coming through a message, though, that you thought was being delayed, but maybe something's going to kind of reroute it. So it may be that, something you thought was going to be delayed in terms of moving you ahead. Maybe it's business related, the wands. Maybe it's, getting back on your feet in certain ways. Maybe that's going to, like it's an offer or it's some sort of help or generosity. And I think maybe you had discounted it, or maybe you didn't think it was happening, but I think it actually is going to show up sooner than you might have thought.
Yeah, you could be right about that, buddy. Same account, because I couldn't block them because it said I already blocked them. And all I can figure is that it must be the same person.
Well, we had that before when we had a run of trolls, too. We realized that they were the same person. I'm not sure what tipped us off, but...
So, it seems as though there was a, buddy, this is... Spirit might be saying that you may have been pushing yourself kind of hard for change. Maybe pushing a little bit too hard and aggressively. So let go. You have a lot of energy right now, and you should try to apply it towards. Try to apply it in a way where you're not going to burn out. And this is definitely a sign of I feel revitalization. Sometimes when I see the 8, I feel here we have the I'm sorry.
It's the Knight of Wands.
It's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands here, and he can sometimes be a little bit overly aggressive, a little bit pushy. And so maybe this is a call, that Spirit is saying you've been really, really hard on yourself. Why not take that energy and apply it a little bit more judiciously and look at the things in your life that you need to let go of, whether they're bad habits, whether they're stuff in your life you need to purge, whether it's, just a negative outlook. Whatever it is you need to let go of, release it and let it go. And apply your energy towards positive pursuits now, but also don't scatter yourself or spread yourself too thin. I like the 8 of Wands because generally it is positive, but when I see it here coupled with the the Knight of Wands, I'm kind of feeling a little bit of push-pull here. And so that's why I'm just saying be cautious on how you use your energy.
But I'm not sure if I got what you said about the reversed 4 there.
Oh, reversed 4 is about letting go of stuff?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess
whether it's material things or habits, for example, unhealthy habits that might be affecting your health, because the pentacles are about the body as well as material things.
Shall I?
Yeah. So you didn't understand that?
No, maybe I missed you saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness, I have 2.
Well, maybe we'll just have to read them then. But I have one too.
Well, mine are the Whip and the Garden. Yours is the Dog.
Yeah, this is very interesting too, because the 8 of Wands can be about communication as well, connecting with others. And you have the Garden here, which is sort of about that, and the Dog, which is about loyalty and friendship. But you have the Whip in the middle, which is upside down, but that's okay. You have the Whip in the middle, and the Whip is indicating that you might want to be careful of the friends you meet. Whether you're on social media, whether you're going to gatherings and stuff, be careful of the friends you meet. The Whip there is indicating that, there could be people that may not have your best interests at heart.
So when I combine those ideas with the cards here, it may be saying too that if there are offers coming to you or looks like assistance coming to you, you may want to take another look at that, because it seems like this is the kind of thing, like that Knight of Wands, you might have to figure out how to do these moves yourself. And also too, they strengthen your willpower, which I think is a big part of what you're looking at here too. So it is better for you to invoke your own will. That action of the whip, is even another thought towards that idea.
Yeah.
Hi,
so
Gina.
kind of interesting.
Were you here before? Because I don't remember.
Yeah. After Buddy B.
That's right. Of course you were, because you told me you liked the promo. I'm sorry, Mr. O's really tired today.
Well, I think the whole stuff tonight has thrown us off a little bit.
I'm rattled.
I'm giving him as out there. But Gina, just so wonderful. And it is like brownie palooza here. So awesome. You're so sweet. All right. So an oracle for you. And I brought out, Gina, I thought about you asking for an oracle. And besides my empath oracles, I brought out the Shaman's Dream. So I'll take it from there for you. So it was funny. The baked goods came at the same time my COVID tests came. They all came at the same time, hand delivered. It was kind of funny.
But we know what you wanted to open first.
Yeah. Well, I was confused because the tests weren't marked very clearly and I didn't know what they were. And I'm like, did I order something I forgot about?
Thank you, Swati.
But lo and behold, it was my long-awaited COVID tests. It's a nice deck, Kara. It really is. You can see it in action here. All right.
Yeah, she looks very. Her yellow kind of reflects the plane.
I'm going to have
there.
you pick Gina's card, and we will take one from the bottom, though. But I'll have you pick the card first.
All right.
Card.
Oh.
Ooh.
The lay of the land, the ancestral wisdom.
I like it. What number is that?
34.
The lay of the land. It's about past lessons, being well informed, and ancestral wisdom. There are times when you're meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be part of a wave of change. This is one of those times, and what you're contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have laid well-worn paths and left wisdom for you to rely and reflect on. This is so you have a better understanding of the potentials and possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you are better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor, good advice from an expert or an elder. That way you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges well informed. Knowing you have a map, now you can be curious about what else is here. This is a path that promises success in all areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasures they have left behind for you to make your own. Wow, I like that so far. So everybody needs a map and a guide and mentors to guide us, people who can give us some wisdom that maybe we just, are lacking.
I would have mentioned the 7, but I wasn't sure if 7 was a number that resonated for you, because usually we talk about different numbers.
So this is interesting that I pulled this bottom card. I wanted to look at the lay of the land for a minute because I wanted to just see one thing. Number 34. You're thinking of a wave of change and something new, but are you ready? Are you ready? Because the card that I pulled is the Dream Thief, the refusal of the call. So let's see what that's about. Rejection of the path of fulfillment, refusal of the call. The Dream Thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness, Okay, I'm beginning to see how this fits in. She wants to tell you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to the familiar of your origin story, of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. And it's kind of speaking about that in the lay of the land here. You know, being an agent of change or shaking things up and changing things up. But, you know, maybe there's a hesitation. Maybe there's a falling back on old patterns. But I feel here that it's telling you to be ready now and answer that call for a new adventure. Don't rely on old stories. Don't rely on old patterns. Shake things up and move forward. I like it.
It's beautiful. And I shouldn't have said that, Gina, because of course naturally the next card, and then you got us 11. You always do that. And Anthony and Divine has joined us.
Okay.
So
thank you.
Wonderful to see you guys again too. Thank you everyone for joining us. And yeah, it is a really interesting looking card, Angel. Ooh.
These are awesome cards. They really are. So, Kara, they are definitely a worthy purchase in your inbox. Let's do Lenormand for Gina, too, and see if anything pops up with that. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
No, I just grabbed something right away here.
Yeah, Violet, we know you've been dealing with a lot here tonight. That's incredible. You've been able to keep up with it. Thank you so much. The Tower, followed by the Moon.
So I kind of feel like this is reinforcing the message a little bit here, is that, you have to come out of that tower, the tower of isolation, or the tower that you've built around yourself. I think it talked about a wall of glass here, and move forward to success and, new horizons.
It could be that maybe something's coming up for you too along that way, that there is, something maybe about a new enterprise or a project of some sort. It seems like there's fortune or fate about it, and maybe a little bit of a sense of, destiny, something you've been waiting for, and it's just going to kind of have a life of its own.
So, for those who just came, we are getting slammed by trolls today. Just ignore.
Yeah, we've been basically trying to ignore them.
Violet's been very busy, so be patient with us as we deal with this today. It's a sad reality of the world we live in, that people have nothing better to do with their lives. All right. So that's what we have for you, Gina. Good luck with that, and thanks again for everything. All right, so are we on Glow Up?
Yes.
I sure will.
It is so aggravating.
Yes, Glow Up. Go ahead and type your question. Oh, it's hubby? Ah, I see it. All right. Do you want to do a yes, no on that first, and then do 3 cards if we have to? Is it your deck?
Yes, it is. So I'm going to use the English Magic Tarot for the question from Glow Up.
Oh, it's absolutely aggravating, and that's why they do it. Violet. So I'm so sorry. I'm trying to do some of it too from my end when I can see it.
I see that, Anthony, and Glow Up won't be moving quite as far from Michigan like you did.
Yeah, you know.
Self-righteous, religious types to some degree. A modicum of hacking skills, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that, Swathi.
Well, think about it. It's possible at some point we may have to assign somebody else some moderation duties so that they can be there to monitor some of this. Like maybe somebody will monitor the list and the other person can monitor for people like this. Because, you know, I suspect it'll happen more and more.
Oregon is where several of our Michigan friends ended up in the last number of years.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they love it out there. They'll probably will never come back.
I just don't like the raininess. But I don't know, maybe that's changing now with climate change too. I don't know.
Okay, so we're going to count these, right?
Yes.
It's leaning towards yes, Glow Up. You have two aces, so it's not absolutely yes, but it's more likely to be yes is what it looks like. You have the Six of Cups reversed. So are you originally from the West Coast, or either of you? I'm just wondering if maybe there's sort of a sentimental value invoked here, or if this is actually because there are certain bad memories associated with where you're at now that you want to get away from it. You know, I think that's what it is. It's sort of the bad memories. They're not necessarily like childhood memories, but they're just sort of things that are lingering there that you could just, you know, move away from. So it is looking more positive than not.
Right. I really felt here that looking at those cards that...
I know, the no thing, yeah. Nope, you pulled it out.
They're looking at those cards here, it's leaning towards yes, and it's basically it's because you want to leave a past behind that's not been very happy for you. You know, there's been difficulties or struggles or emotional upsets, and you want to just, you know, start anew. And you feel like, you know, moving there will do that for you. And it's leaning towards yes. I think that maybe let's do the Lenormand and see if we get any other clues about this.
Oh, yeah.
Shake these up here.
Hurry, Banshee, hurry.
Hey, now you made me pull a bad card.
No, I pulled the Rider, and you pulled the Clouds.
You're taking flight. No. No, not exactly. So the dark clouds are facing the Rider, and so what does this mean to me? This means to me that, you know, it may be a little bit difficult going, you know, getting the move to happen. There are some difficulties. There may be some, there may be some confusion surrounding it, what you have to get in order, what you have to do, maybe where you're going to live, maybe if you're going to find work, you know, whatever the case may be. It just seems like there might be some issues to deal with, but it looks like you're trying to do it. It's just that you are going to confront some confusion, and it might lead to a little bit of depression. Don't get down on yourself. Don't feel bad that if things aren't going, as smoothly as you'd like. Just try to work through the details.
Well, I'm actually wondering if what this is talking about here is the same as
I know, I saw that.
And it's sort of saying that, as you begin this process, you may be confronting some of these feelings, but it may be a little bit cathartic too. It may be looking at it as a cathartic process that you're just going to sort of headlong rush into those situations, smash them out of your way as you move towards the West Coast.
Okay, well, okay.
I'm just trying to put a better spin.
Well, I still think it's going to happen.
Yes.
But I feel that, or it's likely to happen, but I feel like it's not going to be necessarily
easy
peasy. Right.
Yeah.
But it sure looks like you want to be moving in that direction.
All right, Kate.
So good luck with that. I'm eating grapes, if anybody's wondering. Ginormous grapes. No candy today.
Thanks, Glow Up. Angel Rivera.
Angel Rivera. Oh, thank you. We'll play it by ear today. It's kind of rough today, but I'm not going to rule out the fact that we could use a little bit more help here. At any rate, thanks for hanging with us, everybody, and we'll get through today. All right.
Well, we may have to see what our old friend Mr. Monster Hunter.
Yeah, maybe I don't know all the ins and outs of YouTube, but I've written at least one of the names down, and I feel like trying to get an answer from YouTube of what we can do about people like that.
But he's also pursuing a degree or certification in cybersecurity, and he may have some ideas for us, or he may know some things that would help us with, situations like this.
Okay. Message Spirit Divine has.
All right.
I guess I'll use this one. These cards are very thin. That's one thing I notice about them. Haven't used them too often.
You're doing fine, Violet. You really are.
You really are. No, this is no reflection on you, but, it's certainly running you ragged. And me too.
We thank you most sincerely.
There we go again. Thank you, Violet. Okay, Mr. O, shuffle. Possibly. I have my own theories that I will discuss with Mr. O later. Doesn't change anything. It's just what I'm suspecting. All right. Well, Angel, we have the Hermit reversed. But we have the Empress upright. Well, And then we have the Three of Wands, reversed.
What's this deck?
Vertigo Tarot.
Oh, that one.
So, I think this is the Three of Wands is kind of throwing me here, but I'm looking at the Hermit and the Empress, and I'm feeling that this is a time for you to express yourself to others, to produce something for others to see, or to create something expressive. The Hermit, or to create something that reaches a lot of people. Maybe this is a call to do something new, Angel, and I'm thinking maybe, it's in the realm of social media, might be in the realm of your blog and your writing, what you do. This is a call to do something different. I feel the Empress here is calling on you to think outside the box and be creative and produce something that can really reach others now. Sharing your wisdom or your creativity with others.
Well, I wonder if the energy of the Empress is saying that what you thought you were planning, or what you seem to be planned for you, or the direction you seem to be going, is altering and changing, and maybe it's going from more of an inner kind of thing to an outer thing, or the reverse. Maybe it's something that represents a different flow for you all together, the idea of the Hermit reverse being more inward or outer. But it really is also saying too, this is about what you create, so that plans that maybe you thought you were going with, maybe they're really changing, and it's going to be something different, and maybe it serves a greater sense of humanity or something like that.
That's all I have from what I said here on that. Let me do the Lenormand. I think that covers it for me. But I just feel it's a call for... I guess I didn't really cover the Three of Wands, though, did I? And I feel here that, just be sure that, you plan this out a little bit. There's got to be better planning. It's not just throw something out there. But there's a call now for you to use some talent, some creativity, and get it out there to people. People, that's the Hermit reversed. The Hermit reversed is coming back down and sharing wisdom or knowledge now with others instead of hiding off in a cave somewhere. Oh.
The ship followed by the stars. Well, you sail a ship by the stars, right?
So I don't know why, when I'm seeing this, I feel that the moves you make in this regard can, I think you're being called to make moves right now to guide others. I feel like the star to me is in line with the Hermit here.
Those two are almost saying what the Hermit says on its own. And
what's funny is that the ship, doesn't the Three of Wands traditionally have the ships coming in?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know.
So then it goes that way too.
So make some moves and plan it out, where you shared more, something new, something creative, and something that people need to hear, maybe people need to know about.
Right, something that is bringing hope.
Yeah. Hope. That makes sense to you. That's what we have for you, Angel. Good luck with that.
That's true, Angel.
Hey, you're welcome. Message from Spirit for Kara. All right. Well, I'm sorry you guys have to see all the nasty words from this dodo, but,
Usually we're more successful at getting them blocked. What do you think's going on?
they found a way around it. I can't block if it's the only option I'm getting now is to unblock, and I don't want to do that. So you tell me.
Okay. Well, Kara, I'm going to use my Santa Muerte Tarot for your reading.
But I'm trying to keep an eye out more now too. Oh, no, I just apologize for you having to see that. I know it's not my fault or anything that we do, so no worries there, Swati. Just sorry it has to happen at all.
It rattles a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's just people with no lives, and they think they're having a great time at my expense, but hey.
Yeah, you can post your question.
How you feeling, Kara? I hope you're feeling better.
Thanks, Anthony. I like those thoughts. Okay, Kara. You have the Five of Swords upright. You have the Knight of Cups reversed. And you have a Queen of Cups upright.
Oh my.
So I think there's a lot of struggle, stress, and strife right now. There's the feeling like things are really feel bad. But none of these things ever predict total defeat. They're just sort of saying it's a hard thing you're dealing with right now.
And it's probably affecting you emotionally with the
Yeah.
Knight of Cups there reversed. You feel like, oh, when is this going to be over? Will it ever end? Because often that card is that kind of card of feeling that things are futile, and don't feel that way because the Queen of Cups is there. Everything is going to right itself once more, I feel. It's just a matter of time. You'll be able to rebound emotionally, and physically.
Right. I feel that the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups sort of portray the idea that, there are mixed emotions, but the strength of the heart is what's the most important thing here. Just realizing, that things will get better. The Knight of Cups reversed may talk about comings or goings. So this could be saying that some of the other situations may fluctuate a little bit and you may feel, some mixed emotions there. But I overall think this is just really something kind of have to deal with. It's going to be some stress and strife.
Well, I wanted to say, so this was a message from Spirit too. Spirit does want you to keep in mind here that, don't let yourself get rattled when people, for example, I think too there might be another message here is don't let yourself get rattled and all emotionally wrought because of some of the negative feelings or actions of others. Spirit wants you to know that you should always operate on a heart level, and be the big person in the room. Be the one with integrity. Be the person who cares.
Can you make a note of Ramandeep's question for Violet? About the elder or the Gemini crossing over.
Okay, I got it. Do you think? Okay, we can do that, can't we?
Well, just we're making a note of it because Ramandeep may not stay here.
Oh,
And
okay.
Violet asked us to take a note of the question.
I didn't understand what you meant. So, you did Gemini cross over because you helped him, or was it his mom who did a prayer for him? Okay, I will remember.
Sure.
Because it's not too far away, just after Kara, so...
The book followed by the whip.
Well, you know what? I wonder if this falls into the Five of Wands here. It might indicate to me that you might learn something about someone or some situation that's going to get under your skin a little bit. Maybe that's what Spirit is trying to warn you about here. I feel like, the whip here could indicate something you find out that's just not, that kind of makes you angry, gets you upset. And that's indicative here with the Five of Wands. And Spirit is saying, don't fall into the trap of letting your emotions get the better of you. Operate from that heart level and really try to get to the bottom of what's going on here.
Well, it could be saying that too. It could be saying that this knowledge that just sort of falls into your lap or is revealed to you, it may bring concern, but I think ultimately what it's saying is that you'll just have to really look at that information and weigh it against all the other thoughts you had about this, whatever Spirit is trying to tell you. I think it may be saying that it's changing, really. It's changing a lot of things, so you just need to really note it and appreciate it.
It's funny you mentioned that, Angel. I was going to bring out the San Muerte Oracle today because I came across it upstairs, but I did not. But I'm glad. It's funny he brought that deck out because I was looking at that Oracle.
Well, I picked this deck today. I haven't used it here probably in a little while because of the one you said you were going to draw today. And it's interesting that Violet mentioned that about their husband because I like this deck. It's the same artist who does the Night Sun Tarot that I use in my Goth Tarot show. I just like their line quality, I guess.
Yeah, I am sorry I didn't get the deck for myself, but I bought it for him as a gift.
And then I bought it for somebody else as a gift.
That's right.
Another Scorpio.
Not me. It's okay. So I get to see it and use it on the live streams, and that's good enough for me. But that's what we have for you, Kara.
I sort of feel like it's going to quickly change. That's what the whip is saying to me too, in another kind of sense of context, Kara. Like you're going to struggle with this for a little while, but then when it changes, it'll change fast.
Yeah, the whip does talk about fast stuff. That's true.
So I hope that's true. It was just what I felt. Yeah, Listrani.
Okay, I think we're on Ramen
You're
Deep
welcome.
now. Am I right, Violet? I could be wrong. Make sure I got the list right here. Because I got a little thrown by everything going on. Oh, no, it's JST.
All right.
Who I never put on my list, so I apologize for that, JST.
Well, Jay's here been very encouraging to Violet and the rest of us, so that's nice.
Is new loving coming your way soon?
And
a new guy.
Okay.
My cards, right?
Yeah. Right. Well, Ramandeep is after JS, and then are you after that?
Ramandeep will be after that.
And then you're after Ramandeep.
Yep.
And we are 1/4 into our second hour.
We're doing fine.
It's time for another Sunny Cam.
Oh.
Hi, Sunny. Wake up. Wake up.
Go look at the camera.
Wake
there
up,
you
boy.
Go. He looks like he's in shadow there.
I know. The light sort of switched, yeah.
Yeah, it turned dark when it went on him.
I'm not sure why I did that.
He's here at my side.
Violet wants to know if we can close the list.
Yes, yes, we can. Yeah, because total, counting Violet, we have 6 more readings after Jay. Well, we have the 3 of Pentacles upright. We have the World reversed. Ooh. And we have the Star upright. Well, so the 3 of Pentacles indicate, well, gosh, that is a tough one in this reading. I think the World reversed is indicating to me that, so you said, will a new love come in your life? Was that the question? Is a new love coming your way soon? Well, I think there may be some delay. I think that, maybe what that you may have to do a little bit more, put a little bit more effort out, or maybe even more, how should I say this? I think more effort out to do this. There's definitely something out there for you. There is definitely something out there. But I feel with the Star here, but the World is indicating that it may take a little bit more time before this a solid relationship manifests. I feel like maybe here what the 3 of Pentacles might be saying to me is that you may encounter some people and date, but nothing really will stick right away. I don't know why I'm feeling that. I feel like something is going to be happening. There is something that's going to be happening, but it may not be, something that's going to be lasting.
Are you done?
I am. I'm kind of hedging on that one because.
Well, I don't want to hedge. I want to get straight to the point.
Ooh.
And I have a feeling that
Uh-oh.
maybe somebody who you know in a different context or wouldn't think of in that context, i.e. somebody who's a friend or a co-worker or a team member of some sort, maybe something all of a sudden kind of shines out from them. Maybe something inspiring. In other words, I have a feeling that I have a feeling that maybe there's a surprise here, that maybe somebody who you hadn't really expected just sort of steps forward. You know them already, but maybe they're in a different context and you're like, oh, I never would have thought that so-and-so would be interested in dating me or going out with me, but there it is.
Oh, geez, oh man. You know what? I was looking at that card and thinking about people and what the card means, teamwork and working together and standing out and trying to figure out how to make sense of it, but you just nailed it, because really what this card in a love reading like this would indicate is that maybe it's somebody in your environment. Maybe it's somebody you already know, have worked with, or had a past relationship with.
Or maybe it's somebody who's just a friend and then all of a sudden they move out of the friend zone, quote unquote.
Right. Somebody that you've worked with or went to school with. There's just all these possibilities now that I'm thinking about it here. So I'm going to shift this a little bit to say that there is something very positive from somebody you know. Failing that, I would also say, Jay, that maybe somebody you know introduces you to somebody.
Okay.
Because that's teamwork.
Now, the World reverse just
Yes.
only seems to indicate that maybe it's going a little slower than you might want, or that maybe you'll have a second guess about it yourself, like, really? But like I said, then that leads to the Star, that all of a sudden the light just comes through.
Yeah, the World could just mean that it's a delay, but don't rush things, let things develop in their course. because the World is a card that kind of indicates, hey, you know, if you just rush through the process of getting what you desire, you miss some of the lessons you're supposed to learn along the way, and some of the experiences you're supposed to have along the way of getting there. So don't rush process of this happening. But that so resonated to me as soon as you said that, because I was grappling with that very thing.
Thank you, Swathi.
Are you ready?
Yeah. You were first.
I know. So I got the Crossroads. Well, you...
And we almost had it. We almost had it.
Well, yeah,
No.
you know, but this could mean a couple of different things to me here. You have choices and decisions to make, and you have to cut them down to size. So what does this mean to me? Like, maybe there's going to be more than one person you're going to have to choose from. But there is also a negative to this combination, I feel, of Lenormand, and that could be that it's possible that your selection of partners or dates or relationships is narrowing, is being cut in some way. Or maybe this is telling you to not cut things too soon. In other words, don't just make a quick rash decision that somebody is the one, you know. By all means, keep your options open is maybe what this is saying.
I don't get an exact beat here, but it seems like as you're moving to this sense of being able to say, well, I should do this if I want that, I should do that if I want that. It's like what Banshee says, you may find that to go forward, you have to really kind of, you scratch off something off of a list or off of the path there. And so this may just indicate too that there is still a process of refinement, that once you realize maybe this kind of thing is happening and it isn't really where you thought it was from, like you just, two people just notice each other that always were around each other, then you maybe have to start, you know, putting the list back into order again, so to speak.
That's what we have for you.
All right.
Good luck with that. Thanks for
that was
joining
helpful.
us. And sorry for all the craziness on this show today. It's usually not like this.
We're pretty seldom with the trolls, so
Yeah.
we don't know what happened. It
So
must
we
be-
got bombed today.
You're very welcome too. All right, Ramen Deep has posted their question again.
Now, how do you want to do that? Because it's a two-pronged thing here. Did they cross over because Ramen Deep helped them, or did they cross over because his mom did?
Let's throw the 3 cards and then maybe do the 2x2.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I thought you would get that. I just wanted to see if you were on the same wavelength.
Thank you, Master. I mean, teacher. I know, Violet.
Hey, you're welcome, Jay. And hey, try us again sometime. We're sorry we're so crazy here today. Not our fault, though. Not our fault completely.
So we're going to take a general look, Ramen Deep, with 3 cards just to see if that gives us the information.
I thought we were doing 2 and 2.
Oh, okay, we're doing it that way. That's fine.
That's what I thought you said.
It's fine.
Okay.
We can always relate back with a yes or no after that if we want.
That's true.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean, it's possible you both
We're going to
did.
look at each situation.
It's possible you both did the work that needed to be done, really. But let's see
there
what the
you go.
cards say.
Why not? And I'm using the Adrian Tarot, another deck that Banshee gave to me
Yes. And I'm sad now.
because she kind of likes it.
I kind of like it.
It's pretty. It has nice colors. Even for pips, it's pretty soft on the eyes.
Interesting. Okay, so for you, Ramandeep, and your work, we have the Nine of Swords upright here. And we have Temperance reversed. And I want to pull the other ones out too for the mom. The World is reversed here. Well, we may indeed have to do a yes-no, I think. And then we have the Six of Wands reversed. It's really strange here because it almost seems like each of you may not have been what did it. I'm wondering here why. Let's look at Ramandeep's end. You know, there was some... Now, I'm sure when you did this, you were very grounded and, you know, into the moment. Apparently, you know, I don't know if this person crossing over... What do you think of those cards? Do you think it's talking about the person crossing over, or do you think it's talking about the work itself?
At first look, I thought it was about the work itself, and I felt that maybe some of this was really hard on you emotionally. Maybe it actually interfered in some ways, or it didn't give you enough of a detached sense of using your energy there. In some ways, it just meant you weren't aligned as well, and maybe some of this was because of your own emotional feelings about Shubdeep.
I kind of feel like maybe, you know, your work tried to allay... I'm looking at it as far as the work goes, and I feel here, even though these are negative cards, maybe it's because you were dealing with a situation where you were allaying the fears and doubts and that the person was experiencing, the imbalances they were experiencing as they were transitioning. You know, that maybe your work was more associated with that element of it. And on the other side, I'm equally flummoxed here, but I really feel this is talking about your work, that maybe, you know, what your work helped with was making them feel more comfortable in the transition, or working on the imbalances that were blocking them from making a smooth, you know, crossing over.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I can see that now.
Now, with the mom and her prayers, I feel as though there may, you know,
it probably wasn't as helpful as what you did. You seem to be doing more of an actual working. I don't think that it didn't help at all, but it was probably not as helpful. And I also think too that the mother's own emotionality might have interfered with some of this too, that maybe they didn't have the characteristic or needed frame of reference within their soul to do this too. Like they had regrets, like maybe they were holding on to that world in a sense.
Oh, you know, that's true. You know, there might have been conflicted feelings here of wanting them to still be, you know. And so it might have not been a complete success on their end. And one can't blame, you know, a mother for that, really. So I do feel like both probably were beneficial to some degree, but the mom might have had more conflicting emotions concerning it and not wanting to see her, you know, her son go.
I think it's more likely that you're the one that helped them.
I don't know if we're doing one for each. Let's just do an overall and just see.
All right.
So I drew the mice.
And I drew the stars.
And I really feel that, you know, their suffering and their passing is over, and they are, you know, they are now one with the source.
It may not be that there's a lot more to think about this in that sense too, and that maybe to do that is just really what's going to keep irritations or annoyances going. So it's better to let their star be at peace.
Yeah. I feel that, you know, this is just like this is saying that there is a healing from, you know, in other words, the pain is gone, This, the ill health is gone. Everything is now light once more. So it's a beautiful ending, one way or another, however responsible. So that's awesome.
I hope that helped. Thanks for coming tonight, and thanks for staying up so late.
Yeah, thank you, Ramandeep. I know it's late for you, absolutely. All right.
So, Swathi had a question there too, didn't they?
Oh, Swathi?
Yeah,
Is that who's
Swathi.
up? Yep. Yep, Swathi. Libra, Anthony, and Divine after that. Okay.
Where did it go? It left us.
You're very welcome, Ramandeep.
I hope you like that. Thank you.
Yeah, Swathi, if you have a question, go ahead and type it. I don't see it. So.
I thought you wrote it before, but I can't seem to find it.
Okay.
So I'll take a moment then to remind people that we are here on Sunday at our normal time of 2 to 4 p.m. And we'll do the same thing that we're doing tonight, answer questions with several cards.
Oh, there it is.
And of course, on Saturday, we have the happy hour, which will be at 10 a.m. So come in and get a positive message from Spirit. Just kind of cheer you up and make you understand what's going on. All right.
Grab your deck back. I'll grab a deck. All right.
Yeah, I remember this from before. I love this grunge tarot.
Do you?
I like it. It's kind of neat. It reminds
It's
me a little bit of the
quirky.
Karma tarot in a way, you know.
Yeah, in a way.
It sort of
Okay.
talks about artistic peoples. She drew that when she was in an artist colony.
Oh. Hi, Deep Shaika. We had to close the list today. We fell behind because of some problems here on set.
Yeah, we're sorry. We closed the list.
Okay, Swati, you have the Two of Swords upright. Death is reversed. Ooh. And the Queen of Cups is reversed. Wow.
I think it's like what we said before. There's really a great deal of either reluctance or impasse here going on with this person. They seem to just sort of want to stay in place. That's the Two of Swords. They probably have the ability to make a decision, but they either don't feel confident enough or they need some little kick in the pants of some sort. And maybe they're dealing with some other issues that either relate to their emotionality, like maybe there's something just a little bit unsettled going on there right now too. Maybe they're not really sure how they feel about the feelings they feel. Maybe they don't know if they trust these feelings in some respects, that kind of thing. Death reverse, though, is talking really too that the whole thing just sort of permeates the atmosphere and makes everything feel real sluggish right now. There's no movement at all. You're not in touch with them very often.
Wow, so, you know, Swathi, this is really something. The cards are telling us once again that this is really on a hold. They're in a holding pattern right now as far as anything with you goes. They've got death reversed here. They got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is sort of standing there and kind of with indecision and, you know, with that blindfold on. This is sunglasses in this case, but usually it's a blindfold. Like they really can't see their way towards making a move at this time.
And the question always is whether or not they're doing it to themselves or if there are other circumstances.
Now, the death reversed is stagnation again. It's a lack of movement. It's a lack of an ability. Also, it's an inability to want to change. You know, so I think the person you're seeing now, they don't want to change who they are. You know, and who they are, I feel right now, is a little bit emotionally unbalanced. Maybe even a little bit emotionally insecure that they're acting the way they're acting.
Right. It could even represent just immaturity, too, that they don't really understand, you know, better ways to respond to people in relationships. Thanks, Violet. You get hazard pay tonight.
All right. All right, so that's what we see here. It's not a lot of info, I feel. Let's do the Lenormand, though, and see what it can add to that. It just seems like they're, you know, so you're right. You can't wait forever. You're absolutely right about that. So it's time to consider when you're going to, maybe you need to set a deadline for yourself.
We'll do that with a yes or no right after this.
Yes, we will.
Because these just say the situation isn't really going to change. They don't really say what you should do. The birds following the lily.
Well, you know, I think they need to grow up here with how they relate and communicate to others and, you know, communicate their feelings, for example, in your case, etc. They need to mature, you know, and stop leading people on. I don't know.
So we're gonna throw a question as a yes or no right now. Should you tell him to his face and get it over
You
with?
can shuffle first.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how we're gonna ask the question.
Yes. Well, and you know, regardless of what we tell you, this is entirely up to you. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to decide. I'm a firm believer in you know, you have to decide when enough's enough and stick to it, you know, and that's it. And it's tough, but, you know, sometimes you need to move on with your life and you never know. They may pop back up again, and then it's up to you whether you have the time and space to deal with them.
Is it a little warm in here?
I forgot to turn it on.
I just noticed.
It's not that bad, though.
No,
it's
it
been
isn't.
worse. Didn't put the air back on. I had the doors open today, getting some air in here. It was so comfortable earlier. But Mr. O's getting hot in his sweatshirt. I'm wearing a t-shirt or a sweater, short-sleeved. I'll let you pick them up, but I'll count them this time. All right. Let's see what we've got here.
Wait, wasn't that one an ace?
Which one?
The one just before that.
6.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all
It
right.
looked like a staff there.
Okay. So weird.
I know. Why have you failed us?
It's so wild because
Well,
it's leaning towards no, you shouldn't tell them to their face, but every single card here is negative. And so what I think it's trying to say here to me is that this is really, the cards are saying this is really up to you to decide. Do you want to keep putting up with someone who can't make their mind up, or somebody who is just, maybe leading you on,
unable to make a decision.
unable to make a decision? Do you want to stick with somebody who maybe is just very, very slow, or maybe they have other ulterior motives for what they're doing here? The world is reversed, which indicates to me delayed success. In other words, it might take a while for them to come around. Maybe there is hope. Maybe that's why they said, no, you shouldn't tell him to his face, because maybe he'll eventually come around. But then we have the Eight of Wands reversed, which seems to me talking about this whole episode with this person might be wasted energy. So, do you want to chime in? Because I'm going to wrap it up with
Well,
something.
I mostly feel that world reversed is just saying they're never going to come around.
Oh.
They're just
Okay.
never going to come around. That world isn't going to spin around back into alignment with your world. And I feel the King of Swords is, they don't want to make a decision. It could be that there are circumstances there, but I just don't feel you have to be beholden to them. We're just trying to give you the information of what you could possibly consider doing. But we're not telling you you should, but the question that was asked was, should you tell him to his face? And it does say no. I'm wondering if maybe you just drift away from each other without, the big, well, this is why.
So, really, I think what this is saying is maybe you don't have to tell him to his face. Maybe the best thing to do is just keep ignoring him and move on with your life. Just move beyond this person. You're not beholden to them, so let him go.
As long as there's no possible security issues, if you don't think this is a person that would really have a bad problem if you turn the play on them, you do to them what they're doing to you, basically drag it out and not,
Well, you're not dragging anything out. You're just moving on.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, let it go. And you don't have to say anything to them. And guess what? You don't owe them that, in a way. You just don't owe them that. Let them go. But that's entirely up to you. The cards are just laying out some of the kind of negative things that they're seeing here with this person, or with this relationship trying to get off the ground. So I'm sorry about that, Swathi, but if that helps you make a decision.
Don't forget to watch Banshee's Material Matters on Sundays.
And you know what, Swathi? Just keep moving on with your life and check in again next month if you want. But I feel that maybe this chapter is closing.
All right. So
I
then,
think we're on Libra.
right.
What messages does the sparrows have for me? Okay. That sounds like a Libra question. So your deck, Mr. O?
Didn't I use my deck?
I used the Grunge Tarot.
Oh, you did.
It's
Okay.
kind of light colored, a little bit like
You're welcome.
that
fine.
deck you're holding right there. So maybe that's why you thought you used it.
Well, see, as a Scorpio, Swathi, that's what I'm like. Sometimes it's not really about saying, yeah! It's really about just walking away and never looking back. Scorpios are pretty good at that usually. Just move on.
Indeed.
So what did the sparrows mean?
Sparrows. I like sparrows. They can't mean anything bad.
You're so welcome, Swathi. Thank you for coming, and thank you for all your kind words and good stuff you offer. Your breathing and visualizations. Where does the time go?
Oh my gosh, it's almost the end of the show.
Well,
You're
probably
right.
a good quarter of it was the troll.
Yeah, that was a real drain there. But you know, I think the less we even discuss them on here, they'll just eventually go away. We just got to keep just shutting them down. That's all.
Okay, Libra, there's an Eight of Pentacles. There's a reversed Nine of Wands. And then there's the Knight of Cups, and that one's upright.
Yeah, so I'm seeing something here, Libra. You know, the sparrows. What do the sparrows say? The sparrow says, don't throw up the red flag. You know, or I mean the white flag of defeat. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep pressing forward, the sparrows say, because there could be, you know, there could be emotional, you could be heading towards some emotionally fulfilling experiences. So don't give up on, you know, and maybe this is also saying, maybe sparrows are saying, don't give up on love. Don't give up on romance in your life. Don't give up on, you know, possible partnership with somebody. Keep working at it and keep believing.
Well, you know, if it isn't about your own relationships or your own, you know, romance ideas, it is about something you really have strong feelings about. I would say this is really saying that, you know, what you're trying to do maybe, and maybe it's about an opportunity to learn something new or to do something new, something that just brings a new energy to you. And it's probably financial, but it could just be in general avocational. It's just really something that is coming to you, but maybe you never really believed in it. I think that's what the Nine of Wands says, or that you don't believe it's true. I think some opportunity is coming to you, and I think it really is what you wanted, you know, from that either heartfelt point of view. So let's do the Lenormand.
Yeah. You first.
Oh, whoops. And I have pulled the Moon.
And I've pulled the Child. So. Maybe romance is in the cards. Maybe, because the Moon can be about that in the Lenormand.
Take care, Spotty. I think that that's what it's saying too, Libra, is that maybe...
Hi, Swathi.
Maybe this is about something like that. I mean, I cloaked it a little bit as something different, but it could, in fact, be that, you know, a person or a situation that makes you feel fonder or more pleasurable is possible. Don't give up the idea that you could have them, that maybe there's something valuable to learn by this association with them. That's the Eight of Pentacles. There's something really of value to learn or to know or to experience. And I think it is a person, maybe, now that I'm seeing that. And it may be that you don't have to really... maybe what the sparrows are saying is you don't have to really throw yourself at it. You can take the child steps there. You can build it slowly.
Well, yes, it could mean that. Baby steps to a romance or to success even. Baby steps towards, you know, that. But it could also be just a relationship with possibly somebody who's younger. Or, I have to say, this could also be maybe a short-term relationship.
Okay.
because children are small. And the child, you kind of, with the Lenormand, you take these symbols somewhat literally.
So the sparrow may be saying that even if you don't feel that resonance or that thing, there's something, this is my opinion, that you can learn from this.
There's something positive here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way too. So I don't know if this makes sense to you, Libra, but good luck with that.
All right, Libra.
Looks like something's brewing in the emotional department. Hey, Anthony, what's brewing with you?
Hey, Anthony. If you're still here, I know it's been a crazy hour or so.
And I see your question, Divine. We'll keep that in mind.
Uh-oh. Whatever could you mean?
Something different. All right. Why not?
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we got. A Skype date.
Why not? Your deck.
Oh,
I hear you over there.
who is that? Sassy?
Sassy indeed. Cat cam.
Mr. O?
You know, I didn't have it handy. But we've been thinking about this, so it's a good thing you brought it up because, we've been talking with Violet about it too. We've been talking about the idea of having some sort of rack here that we could have more decks, and then we could have more things available for different kinds of questions. Because you know, it's one of the reasons why I do some of the readings I do on Goth Tarot and the other things too, because I like the idea of being able to have the same cards show up from different decks because maybe it accentuates the meaning.
And you know, it is time for my mermaid decks too, but
Yeah.
I just felt this heavy energy with the mass shootings and everything. So I got brought out more haunting and kind of darker decks, just feeling that right now.
But I have a couple other decks too that I could probably use more often for varied uses, so it's a good idea.
So the first card is the Six of Pentacles here, upright.
All right.
The second card here is the King of Pentacles, upright. Whoa! King of Swords, upright.
How interesting.
This is really interesting. So, I don't know, Anthony, did we ever know your astrology? Are you an earth or an air sign by chance?
Yeah, I don't remember if we knew that
I
or
don't
not.
remember.
But there's a lot of dynamic here.
Well, it sounds like the two of you, maybe.
Cancer, okay.
A water. Okay, okay. Well, it still sounds like there's two people here. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel here that there might be some type of, are you sensing like an even exchange going on here? Like maybe you have a lot in commons or a lot of things that you can share. You know, that there's a lot of interests and things that you share.
Well, to me, when I look at a King of Swords and a King of Pentacles, right? Or was
Yeah.
it Wands?
It says Pentacles.
They're
I know,
sort
I thought
of
so too.
kind of opposite qualities. And so then I look at the Six of Pentacles, and that's this idea of what can be shared or given. And so I'm wondering if there's I'm not trying to give you hope or anything or just saying this is what I feel, but there is this sense of people who have strong qualities but who could bring those qualities to each other or could share things related to that there's a dynamic sense
Well,
here.
opposites attract. We know that.
Yeah.
But also, opposites can bring to the other person something that they're lacking and maybe need to experience in their lives. So I see that too, I guess, when I didn't think about that when I saw the Six of Pentacles, but I did feel it was like an exchange and where you could share interests, but it also makes sense that, you can share energy with each other that the other needs. And so there's sort of a synergy here. I feel that with the Six of Pentacles. Will it develop into something? Well, I think decisions have to be made. And I think with the King of Pentacles here, there is a potential that this could grow into something.
Right. It could just end up being a different kind of relationship, more of a friendship or an association. But still, I just sort of feel like there's a dynamic thing here, the way those cards arrive. So there is something that's attractive between each of you, perhaps. Whether it could go there is not exactly seeable just yet, maybe.
Maybe. Let's see what the Lenormand throws at us.
Yeah. But hey, good on you, why not?
Well, I think there's something to build on here. I definitely do. There's some synergy. That 6 is like it shows like giving and receiving. There's this synergy, this flow, and I think that's positive for growth with the relationship too.
All right. So let's see what we get with Lenormand. Oh, cool.
The lady? Well, it still could be the other person.
Right. I mean, this doesn't mean necessarily anything about genders or anything, but it does represent the idea of maybe another person who is drawn to you or vice versa. And once again, we're seeing this sign of strength here. So I'm wondering if, somehow, just because you are knowing this person or as it develops, you strengthen yourself or you strengthen each other.
Yeah, it's a very, there is a strength here, I think. But it's interesting, too, because I almost wonder if this person could draw out a more nurturing aspect within yourself. Because the panda bear also is about female empowerment sometimes. So that's why I'm thinking, well, maybe there's something here about, the feminine.
Anthony's a Cancer, though, so probably
oh my gosh.
Anthony would bring that out in the other person.
Yeah. So I think there's some positive energy starting to reflect here, Anthony. Definitely, pursue this further, I would say, and just see where it takes you, because it just seems like it's pretty positive.
It has positive vibes, so it may indeed be able to pan out into a relationship.
So you do have a lot in common. Okay.
Cool.
So that's cool too, I really feel here that this looks good. I mean, it does, we didn't get any, how should I say, bells and whistles like, oh, the ring, or oh, the heart, or oh, the 2 of Cups. But I feel we've got a real synergy here.
Or the 10 of Swords.
Oh, God, or something horrible.
They'll stab you in the back.
So I would say, hey, keep the lines of communication open and see where this leads you.
All
Good
right,
luck
Anthony.
with that. Keep us posted.
Thanks, Anthony. All right. And that means we're on Divine.
The cards always know.
We hope so. We've been pretty good with you, though, I guess, eh? Yeah?
Divine You, we saw your question.
Yes.
So, posting question, this is my organization, my organization thinking of me. The new person has joined today. Will they make me report to him? So, do you want to do a yes, no on that part of it? Will they make me report to him? I think that's more yes, no. And it's your deck, isn't it?
Yes. All right, you're welcome, Anthony. Thanks for coming.
You are welcome.
And we're on your question, Divine.
And then Violet Lotus, who's really had to work out today. Thank you, Violet. You counting?
I could. I was thinking about it. You want me to?
Yeah, it's fine.
But is it a two-part question, or?
The question was, will they report to me,
Okay.
the new person?
Well, you have two aces, so it looks like maybe more likely that they will. But the other card you have is the Moon, and I'm wondering if maybe they don't necessarily want to admit that, or it's not exactly the way it looks right now, but it is perhaps what you're sensing, and maybe we'll go that way.
I think what the Moon is here for is just saying to you that your intuition, if you've been thinking it's going to go that way, your intuition's on target, because it is leaning towards yes. And the other part of it, like Mr. O said, the Moon can also be about things that are hidden. So they may not reveal this to you right away, but it's probably going to happen.
You do report to him now.
You report to him.
Wait.
Well, your question was, I read it. Your question was, the new person is joined today. Will they make me? Oh, you report to him. Oh God. Well, okay. So you asked if you would report to him. I got it. Yes, you will.
It looks that way.
And if that is what your gut is telling you, then yes. I'm sorry,
right,
I misread
and that could be talking about the tight lip that they're not, fully able to talk about this. It looks like more likely than not that you will, Divine.
Yeah, they're being kind of quiet about it right now, but I do. Thanks for putting a hole in my new table covering, Sonny. It does look that way, absolutely. Oh, he's your referral. Okay.
Okay, Lenormand?
Yes.
I did pull the tree. And you pulled the gentleman.
So it is a male, which is interesting, because I feel here that either this person will really, I think this is going to be a growthful relationship with this person.
That's what I was going
and
to
I'm
say.
speaking, work relationship, obviously. That this is going to be good. This will actually be okay. It may take some time, but it looks, because the tree, trees take time to grow. But I feel that this will be really pretty good for both of you.
It's a beneficial relationship. I think he has a way of either structuring things that will appeal to you and or stimulating the ways that you can expand yourself, that he may be able to show you, other ways you can do that, or give you more of that ability, initiative to do that. A tree branches out, and I think he's there to help you branch out.
Hey, Jasmine, I'm so sorry. Thank you for stopping in, but we closed our list a while ago because we're now into overtime. So join us again if you can, please. Sundays, we're here from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the earlier you come, the more likely you'll get in for a reading. We've had a few disruptions today with some trolls on the, on our live stream, so it was kind of difficult getting through the readings. So do check us out sometime if you have a chance. Love to read for you.
Yeah, we're also on Saturdays for a happy hour at 10 a.m.
Yeah, hey, if you want to check us out for a great reading, a positive message from Spirit, it's a single card reading. Check us out Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, thanks.
And that's, I think, what we have for you, Divine. It looks like that's the way it's going to go. I'm pretty sure of that.
Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad you appreciate that. All right, so that means we're on Violet then.
Well, you've got one, it looks like. I think it's going to work wonderfully. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, we're on Violet Lotus, and we can close out the show.
Want to thank everybody for coming tonight.
And being patient with all
Putting
the
up with
craziness going on.
the craziness. Indeed. You're welcome, Divine.
You are always welcome. Okay, Violet, who has earned her reading tonight, probably more.
She's probably putting a little bit up.
Oh, that could be.
Bye for now.
There it is.
Oh.
All right, let's see. What's the message from the penny? I love it. All right, my cards, right? I'll go to this one.
Yes, I think things like coins do weird things like that.
Well, I always pick up pennies I find on the street.
We picked
I
up
don't
a
know
dime
where
today.
they've been, but I always think a penny is good luck. Penny is good luck.
Find a penny, pick it up all day long, keep good luck. Right?
Ah,
Do you remember that?
I never said that one, but I've heard it before. I have heard it.
I might have the rhyme off. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes, I know you like those pentacles. They're good.
All right. Well, we have the Knight of Swords here.
Upright.
But then we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed, which is interesting. With the penny, I think. And then we have the Chariot upright. So that's the Knight of Swords, right? I just wanted to get my bearings. Okay. Maybe the penny came up because they're wanting, maybe it's a message from Spirit to check into your feelings of comfort and security right now. And maybe the penny is there to say, maybe it's time to make some moves, to make yourself feel more satisfied. Maybe there's something around the house or your apartment that's just not right, that you want to make more comfortable. Maybe it's about your financial resources, and maybe there are moves you should make right now to secure things more, These are very challenging times right now. We have a lot of decisions to make whenever we go to the store. What can we afford to buy? What can't we? What do we need? Gas prices are high. Do we need to take that trip? So it might be time to do an assessment. Maybe because it's money and it's a penny you found, this kind of makes sense.
I'm going to be totally silly, Violet, and say, do you need to upgrade a car, or do you need to do something to a car? And is it a Lincoln?
A Lincoln. That's funny. A penny, Lincoln on the penny.
Or do you want to consider Lincoln? Because the Chariot, of course, could be about a car. I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles, and I'm thinking like it's saying not so much that you want to get out, but maybe you need to do something, upgrade it, it's just the way it hits me. And so I'm just wondering, and it's about a decision, thinking that, maybe you need to invest in something. If it's not a new car, maybe it's just about changing a plan that you had, something that you thought was going a certain direction and now you're not as sure and you want to seize the moment to maybe change direction in some way.
So it's time to make some moves or decisions, and I guess it's really moves. You know, when you think about it, the Knight of Swords is a fairly fast-moving knight, you know, is he not?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think this might be talking about being sure that you make some moves to really safeguard and secure what you have, but also sometimes that Nine of Pentacles is just this feeling that you know, you have a certain level of comfort, but it's either just not enough or it's just not right for you. There just maybe needs to be some shifts and changes in that regard. I mean, I'm not going to discount what he says about the car because that's very true.
Well, the Nine of Pentacles just might mean that you'll have to kind of change some of your strategy for saving, maybe, I think is what I'm getting there. And maybe the Knight of Swords says, you know, just figure out a way you can kick up saving somehow. And of course, that usually means you have to tighten the belt somewhere else. So that's not always the best.
No more
ideas.
decks for you. I'm just kidding. Kidding. There's always more decks.
But if that is what's resonating, then it may just be that you need a different strategy for saving.
Let's look at the Lenormand and see what they throw at us.
I'm
Let's
picking
see.
first.
Don't tell me. I'm not looking. I don't want to know. I'll pull my Lenormand. Oh, I couldn't get this one out of my hand.
Stars rhymes with cars. Oh, maybe somebody will give you a gift.
Well, you're getting one. You're getting the TFT doll. What could be better than that? And it's going to bring you so much joy. Well, I think here that, you know, the universe is saying to you, or maybe this penny is saying to you too, that, you know, sometimes you do need to, God, I hate to say it after I just said to save, but you do need to, you know, splurge on yourself once in a while and bring yourself some joy. You know, it's not like just because you're making a plan and saving some money or trying to make sure that you are secure. Once you do that, make sure that you reward yourself, you know, make sure you reward yourself in some way. I feel the star is here saying that Spirit wants you to not feel like you have to shortchange yourself. You will probably get more joy if you shake things up a little bit and make yourself feel more comfortable in your environment or with the new car like he suggested and things like that.
Well, I'm wondering if this could be saying too that what she says, that the idea is that when you really, and you know, that Knight of Swords is kind of like an idea about discernment too. It's not quite like the King or the Queen, but you know, there is the idea there about really making a good choice, you know, the direction you're going in. And that's what's being said here. And so maybe the idea, I know I'm beating around the bush, but maybe you have to sometimes reward yourself. You have to say a pricey deck.
A pricey deck.
But you do have to reward yourself. Maybe the gift is giving yourself something because it helps you respond in a more hopeful way by seeing, you know, what it can do for you.
Just remember too, because I just want to remind you, because I know that we talk about a gift a lot, that is a gift, but it is also about happiness and great joy. You know, it doesn't,
You have the happiness. I want the gift.
Okay. Either way, it all sounds good to me. So, but that's why I went there, because I feel that this would bring you a lot more joy. You would feel it would put your mind at ease too, you know, that you've got something that's making you feel more comfortable. A car you can, or an RV that you can depend on, or some shifts and changes in your environment that make you more comfortable. Or, you know, or just making sure that you have enough resources to get you through some of these tricky times ahead.
All right.
So that's what we got for you. All right. Well, we made it.
Hey, Anthony, you're still watching. That's awesome. Thank
Well,
you.
Anthony, it sure has been a night like no other. I mean, we've had some trolls in the past, but none quite as persistent. So hopefully, we'll just keep trying to block and ignore. I think that's the best thing. We'll just keep blocking and ignore and not talk about them because, they feed on that. So...
It's
Anyway,
so true.
thanks everybody, the wonderful people that we do have come to our chat. We
love you
appreciate
guys.
you. We love reading for you. And we wish you the very best till we meet again. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.